What is going on? No,
Hey, yo, what the fuck's going on, guys? I'm sorry. That's too much. What's going on, guys?
It's your boy Mass right here.
And I'm Miggs.
And we are Woof Logik. This is Woof's Web.
Episode 51.
And we are getting ready for Beyond this weekend, baby.
At time recording, it's Thursday, so it's tomorrow.
Yeah, unfortunately, we won't be able to give you guys our instant reaction. But you guys will get it the following weekend. It kind of sucks that you got to wait a whole week because we record Fridays, but today's Thursday. So typically all the events on the weekend, we can't really talk about until the following week.
Yeah.
A little delay, but oftentimes I like this date because we get to talk about current stuff that happens throughout the week.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened this week, man.
Yeah, for sure. And one of the things actually is that Drake Bell situation. Not even just Drake Bell,
talk about this. This is one of the few things I actually was like, that came up this week. I'm like, this needs to be discussed. You know, everyone else is, but this is our 2 cents.
Yeah, it has to be discussed across all platforms. Doesn't matter what your profession is. I feel like the same rule of thumb should go around through any industry. It's just like, well, for one, all that creepy stuff that's been going on for all the decades, it should have never been happening to begin with.
Yeah.
All the adults in the room should have put a stop to it as soon as they found out.
I mean, his dad tried to, and then the guy manipulated the mom into like basically believing like the dad was like actually crazy, and then once the dad was out of the picture, like then it was free reign.
Yeah, man. So that's the problem. Is I think just everyone needs to be on the same page here. And we gotta stop letting these guys with all the power in the world to, do whatever the hell they want, pretty much.
If you don't know, I might give them a little quick rundown about what the hell we're talking about.
So basically, obviously, everyone knows right now. Quiet on Says, the documentary based around primarily the Nickelodeon, the Nickelodeon behind the scenes, going on with Dan Schneider and people who he's hired or that have been a part of his team. And the one that's going pretty viral right now is the whole Ben Parker situation. Or Parker.
Ben Parker.
That's Spider-Man. What's his name again?
Something Peck, because he has the same
Brian
name.
Peck.
Brian Peck.
Yeah, Brian Peck. Sorry. I don't know why I was thinking about Ben Parker.
Close.
But yeah, Brian Peck, which actually, I feel like I've seen him before with the Pickle Boy, but I never really knew his name.
Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
So yeah, because his name I was like, wait, is this like Josh Peck's, relative?
No family relation.
Yeah, but no, it is kind of disappointing to see how many people kind of like had little inklings about it, and they were just kind of essentially given hush money, and they never really talked about it. Which I guess Josh Peck is getting a lot of flack about it right now. But anyway, so yeah, Dan Schneider, he's the one behind iCarly, Drake and Josh, all that. Pretty much most of your favorites from Nickelodeon.
From like the 90s and 2000s. That fool was king. That fool, like, if it was like a live action series, that fool had a hand in it. Right.
Yeah, so he was the one. He's the kingpin, essentially. So it's kind of hard when people who are nobodies, they want to work for something big, something as big as Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
For someone as well known as Dan Schneider. So a lot of times they put up with stuff that he is putting them in, like, so situations that he puts them into, they have to deal with it.
Yeah, or like a lot of creepy stuff too. Just like weird things. Like when you look back now, I'm like, that's just weird, dude.
Yeah, so many weird things, especially caught on camera, and everyone should have seen it. But then all right. So he actually came with a response already.
I didn't see that. What'd he say? I saw the clip, but I didn't see like actually look at it.
He was just pleading his case. Kind of giving a reasoning behind every single accusation or assumption. He was just pretty much giving a reason why this happened.
Yeah.
So he explained that he didn't even hire Brian Peck, that he was hired by Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
So he just kind of had to deal with him. So that's what's kind of tricky about the Brian Peck situation is Dan Schneider. He didn't hire him for one, and two, from what I watched, at least. Sorry, there was a bug. From what I saw and heard, he fired him right away. Right as soon as the things came up. I don't know if it was his doing or the people on the back end.
Yeah.
But he's the one that made the call to let him go. As soon as all the accusations came up, as soon as his lawsuit came up where he actually went to prison, I think.
Yeah, he served like he didn't. But that's crazy part. He didn't even serve a lot of time either.
Yeah, no. See, that's the thing. When you got a lot of money, man, it could work its
Yeah,
way.
bro. Because he like he got when that fool got he was getting sentenced. There's like all these like actors and people in the business writing letters of like recommendations saying, "Oh, this is that," and like some of these are like people like you've seen like now like Taram King, like people you see on, like SNL, like comedians, like just like a lot of people you still see on TV these days. But then it's funny because now that the like documentary came out, they kind of realized, what they're basically like trying to get themselves out of it. Start saying like, oh, what we were told is a lot is what. And what came out, it was completely different. If we're like, they're trying to be all apologetic, but I'm like, y'all still wrote those letter of recommendations.
Yeah, the letter of recommendation thing is one thing. Another thing is like the fact that people, bro, if people in the real world or if we knew from the outside about all these speculations,
Yeah.
like why didn't the people on the inside say anything? You would think that they're the ones that have the first hand,
Yeah.
like they're the ones that have the insight.
They're all just brushing it off. Like even like Drake's dad, he had tried to bring it up to like to the head honchos, like, hey man, like ain't not, like, he's been acting just like mad weird with Drake, man. It's making it uncomfortable. And they kind of just brushed him off and like told him he was crazy, and then they didn't even give him like pay him no mind. I'm like, that's wild.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, man. So shame on Drake's mom, honestly.
Bro, as soon as like I saw that part of the documentary, and I was like, nah, this was because this was like the mom's not really gonna like do all that shit. So like he could basically tell his mom whatever she wants, and she's gonna believe him.
Yeah,
it's like why she wasn't there what the dad was seeing, so she doesn't know anything about this, and then she already has like a troubled like relationship with the dad. So when the dad said like, hey, you better watch out for this dude, this like she's like, man, you're just being crazy.
Yeah, another little off-putting thing I've been noticing is. A lot of the actors from his series, like they're just now unfollowing all the pages on Instagram. Like all the pages related to the show or pretty much all that. So, and it's just like, dude, if you guys really felt this way and you guys knew about all these situations, you would have done it a long time ago. Yeah. Especially given the whole what's her name, the actress Sam. What's her actress? The girl from iCarly, the girl.
Jeanette McCurdy.
Yeah, so her once she came out with her book, like you would think people would have been acting the same way back then.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman, same thing. He tried to bring up the situation with Brian Peck. All the same scenarios, pretty much. It's just like people were over here brushing it off, making him seem like he's crazy. It's kind of like the hush money was talking with all the silence. It's a shame that's what it comes to, but I think a lot of big changes are going to happen now within the acting industry.
I think it already kind of had, just because people are more aware, but also at the same time it's just like with like how the kids got treated. I think it's just like a natural kind of course, anyways, because just be like back in the day, like child actors just got fucked. I didn't mean to be funny about it, but like. That came out wrong, but you know what I mean. Like they a lot of kids, like, because the parents, man, like they don't know better. They just like they're just trusting like a lot of these people, and some of these people, like by example with that Peck dude, like you're going out by their word, and
yeah. And it's crazy though that Drake pretty much dealt with that. I don't think anyone's ever heard of it because he said that he's never told anyone publicly or anything.
Yeah, it was like mad secret, and which is funny because like. Remember that stuff that was happening with that girl that he was texting like a while ago, and then it kind of makes sense. It's like he didn't like do anything with the girl, but it's like a known thing where like it sadly is like when kids or young adults go through that kind of traumatic experience, it's kind of a learned behavior, and they kind of end up doing it.
They continue the cycle.
Yeah, and it's just that sad thing because they don't know how to cope with it.
It happens to even like all the child molesters or pedophiles. Like on the soft white underbelly, all the stories I've heard where people that are pedophiles, they were molested as kids, and a lot of times it happens with family too. Like
a lot of times,
yeah, it's gross. Like uncles, aunts. That's why you really don't want to force anything upon your kids. Just tell them, say hi, like wave if anything. You don't gotta make them go hug or anything like that.
Yeah, man. Like, cause like we were saying, family. Sometimes you can't even trust family, man. Like you just, you
never know. Really.
Yeah,
you never know. So really, you want to be cautious with all that. don't trust anyone with your kids at their anyone else's houses.
Yeah.
All those sleepovers. It's kind of risky now.
Yeah, and another thing about the thing with Drake, I'm like, isn't that weird, bro? Like, you're going, like, yeah, he's your manager, but he's like trying to take you out to Disneyland with his homies and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I would think as a parent, like, that's weird. That's red flags for sure.
Yeah, or like with Michael Jackson and what's his name? Michaela
Culkin.
Yeah. I'm so bad with these names.
I don't know why the hell I'm remembering him. I'm pretty bad with like actors' name too.
Yeah.
But that's why that whole thing with Drake thing started, like why he ended up opening up, because like his girlfriend at the time's mom, he thought like, man, that's fucking weird. Why the fuck is he blowing you up like that? That's not normal.
Yeah, exactly, man. And see, that's the thing. Anyone with any common sense would realize that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what time it was, like, because back then, a lot of things were getting away with, a lot of things were more lenient, there wasn't canceled.
Yeah,
so,
and then there wasn't even social media to be posting about this.
Yeah.
Things could be a lot more easily hushed.
Mm-hmm. So, just crazy news.
It is.
It sucks for all those child actors that had to deal with all of it and never really came back to normal. Amanda Bynes.
Hey, but I go to her nail salon, man. What if she's like bad at it though, and people just go because it's her?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, bro.
Because there's bad nail techs. I've seen some ugly ass nails.
The nail techs.
Yeah.
Or the eyelash techs.
Estheticians.
I'm a tech. Those license names are so stupid.
I know. Like, girl, you do nails. Shut up.
Or what about... No, never mind. See, all these cancelable words. See, now we got to be very cautious about what we say.
Everything's PC now.
Yep. Wait, what's PC?
Parental control.
Oh, I didn't know that was like an abbreviation used repeatedly or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
We're recording on Thursday. Things are wacky.
Yeah.
Actually, my TikTok algorithm's pretty fucking wacky. I don't know if you noticed yours, but with mine, I notice a lot of the time I see WWE sells or oversells. WWE oversells.
No, what's that?
Like, you know how I showed you that video with Shawn Michaels acting stupid, like flopping and everything? So WWE oversells is like... You'll see so many clips on YouTube, and it's hilarious. A lot of time it was with DX, Triple H, The Rock. He would always do it with the Stone Cold Stunner.
That shit's funny.
Yeah, stuff like it's hilarious. Those, and I want to say food stuff for me on TikTok.
I'm big on food. I don't really go on often on TikTok, but I do get like a lot of Instagram like videos and stuff.
You know what I've noticed a lot lately is people sleeping. They're live streaming, but they're like sleeping while playing games.
So they're just...
So they just have the game up. It's like a half screen split.
Yeah.
And half of it is just showing them like this with their mouse, with their hand on the mouse. And then on the bottom half, you'll see like GTA where they're just walking randomly. I don't know how it works because sometimes I'll see them move, but I won't see the person's hand move or touch the remote. So I'm confused. But one thing I did realize though is a lot of live streams are pre-recorded.
Yeah, some of them.
So on TikTok, people make money that way. They just keep replaying videos over and over again.
I mean, that's cheap. I mean, because there are some the people that are like, they be live streaming and then they'll do like subathons and like they'll like stream for like hours on end, like nonstop, and they by the end of it they're tired. You can tell like they're real.
Yeah. Or what about those dancing people like doing dance moves and collecting? What are those called, bro?
Coins, like
those coin things. I don't know.
That girl ice cream's like yum.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just so weird.
Yeah.
What kind of live streaming would you do?
I would do like old retro game, like video games, but like try. I'm a completionist, so I'll try to get, because a lot of streams that are popular. Are people like they're trying to like beat a game like this
the fastest.
The fastest amount of time.
Yeah, like Super Mario.
Yeah, and damn, someone had literally brought this up to my attention. I was like, why don't you do it? Oh, one of my buddies is like, oh, I want to stream, but I want to do that. I'm like, you can still do it. Like everyone does it. Like just add your own flair to it.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. If there's ever a time where I can quit our day job and like just do whatever the hell I want, I'm for sure gonna fill a good chunk of my day like live streaming retro gaming, because I love going back and playing the GameCube games, the Wii games, the PS2. I love going back and playing those. So it's pretty easy to do it on live stream. You just get like the little 2-piece converter or whatever.
Yeah.
So for sure one day expect that once I quit my job, I'll be bringing you guys hella content. Because I love doing that shit, bro. Like when you could do easy stuff that you're like pretty much just living your normal life, and you could just stream it.
Yeah.
It does get unhealthy though to a certain point when you're like taking the camera with you and like doing that IRL thing, walking around.
I mean, I
roaming
think that's where I would kind of draw the line, just because I'm like, you know what? Because I people get burnt out and they don't realize, like, am I doing this for the content, or am I just actually doing this because it's me?
Yeah, exactly. So, but I think another thing I may want to like live stream is editing, like, or not editing. Well, actually, yeah, editing videos or creating stuff on Photoshop. I really want to do like Photoshop, like live streaming stuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe cooking with masks.
Ooh.
Even though I'll probably burn the house down.
Hey, but that'll be great content.
That would be a cool way, or like a little cheating way of learning how to cook for my girl. Just make content out of it, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what a lot of people do, is they fill that void of avoiding their partner by making content with them.
I mean, yeah, and then I have seen that, and then they all end up breaking up, like
Crazy.
but after all, they're all blown up and big, and then like, yeah, it didn't work out. We had problems, or he cheated on me, or this and that.
Yeah, man, we need someone to film us though when it comes to Maple Alley.
Yeah.
But we gotta make some bread for that and start paying them, because ain't no one gonna want to do that shit for free.
Nobody, unless they're stupid, or not stupid. They're like they're like up and comings that just want to get the work for free.
Yeah, but so yeah, if you guys want to submit your applications for that, go ahead and hit us up in the DMs on Maple Alley.
Yeah.
But no, I hope you guys actually been liking that content. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, the last couple of stuff we've been recording has been a lot of fun to make. It's it's never hard when you're doing it with your friends, and it's just fun doing it.
Facts. So no, it was kind of like hard to do the bowling one.
That one
fast paced.
That one was hard, and also just because like we went there very loosely on exactly what the hell we were gonna do. Like we just like, we're gonna record bowling alley, and ended up being a game kind of thing / vlog, but it still came out a great video, but it was just a little chaotic.
Yeah, behind the scenes at least, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you watch the videos, like it's like fun, funny, quick.
Which
pace.
it was a great time.
Yeah.
But you didn't see in the background like Mike was like, here, you were trying to hold the camera, and then we get tired, and then we're like, here, Gazelle, you hold the camera, and you go, David, and it's just like passing it around. It's just funny.
Yeah, we're getting all sweaty trying to catch everyone's. What is it called when you bowl?
Strike.
No. When you just let the ball go.
Just roll the ball.
Because you know how like golfing is swing. And then same thing with baseball.
I guess just rolling the ball. I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know. Put down in the comments if you know.
Bowlers, let us know, and let's get a little tourney going.
Yeah.
No, I love being competitive in all aspects when it comes to games like sports or anything. Always got to make something a competition. Got to make everything a bet. Like I'll bet you I could finish this bowl of cereal faster than you. Anything like that, or getting from point A to point B the quickest. You'll
probably win in both. You're pretty quick on both aspects.
I'm not talking about versus you only though.
I mean, in general, you're a fast dude, man.
What do you think you could beat me at? Confidently. Because I feel like you like to give everyone the win, bro. You don't even like put up a fight. You're just like, nah, you're better than me, whatever.
Because a lot of times, I don't know, man. I don't know my skill sets.
Nah, come on. How are you Miguel Meza and you don't know your skill sets?
I can't think of any right now. I used to say I used to out vape you.
All right,
but that
blow
was
a bigger cloud.
That was back in the day. I used to try to do that like when I was like really hardcore into it. Like me and my buddies would try to do like vape competitions. Like, let's see who could blow like the best cloud or the biggest or like the coolest trick. And I got pretty cool at it, and then that's when I started quitting stuff.
Is there such thing as like a blinker for vapes?
What's a blinker?
So like on those little the wax pens or whatever. There's like if you hold it long enough and you're like hitting it, like it'll start blinking when it stops, and that's like the max pretty much. It's kind of like a little goal to hit.
Yeah, no, because like some are just like they have like it's all on the device, not necessarily the little tank.
Yeah.
And because like the device will say like, hey, shit, it's just getting too hot, like the newer ones. But back then, like you could like people be fired like accidentally like just going, that shit'll like fucking explode or not explode, but it'll overheat. Like I remember one time I brought it to like EDC Vegas and I put it in my pocket and I made sure like to put it in a way where it wouldn't turn on, and it turns on in a way where you have to hit the power button like 5 times for it to turn on and turn off. And for some reason, all of a sudden, like we're at the waistline stage, and I feel like this burning sensation in my pocket. Like, yo, what the fuck? And I pull it out, and that shit was fired in my pocket the whole time. I was like, no,
For real, bro. Imagine
Yeah.
your pants got on fire.
Dude, it could have very much well happened, but because I was like feeling like a hot pain, and that shit was hot. It was like one of the colder EDCs, so I was just putting it in the sky, like,
The fuck.
get cold, and I was like, damn, did this shit burn? I'm like, nah, it's cool, it's so good.
You would think that's like the 2015 EDC with how hot it was that time.
Oh god, yeah, it was fucking hot. But that's just say like you can like do it as hard as long as you can. Like that's how usually like the vape composition, because they'll have like special rigs where it's not like on a tank. It's like you do your own wire. It's like a whole thing. But
Crazy.
like you can. It's not necessarily a blink. It's more just like how much you can do it yourself.
So just vaping.
Hey, I would stop that though.
Do you remember the times when people's iPhones were blowing up on them in their pockets?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like I'm like, what happened? Was the quality control that bad back in the day?
I guess so. I guess maybe technology was just making huge leaps by the year. And
Yeah.
it was just like too much to handle at a certain point.
Those Chinese workers, man, they just didn't get. Do you see that? I've actually seen like a couple of documentaries on like how iPhones are made, because they're all made out in China, and like these guys are like as if they're working like on like a fucking like government base. Like everyone's like fucking security check like on multiple points just to get in. They have to wear like special suits and stuff. They can't really they can't even bring their own electronics in there. Some of them, I think they also like live at the warehouse facility too. It's like it's like it feels like a camp, but they're getting paid.
Damn, that's crazy. I know some Apple warehouses, you over here at least, you have to like get security checked. Over here in SoCal, the Apple warehouses, I think they're third parties too. They're not even like straight up Apple.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the logo anywhere. They also make you walk through the metal detector.
I mean, it's pretty smart. Like you want to advertise, boom, Apple logo here.
Yeah, bro, that shit will get broken into so often.
Yeah.
But I know some people that were manageable to come out with some iPhones, but it's kind of pointless because you gotta sell it for parts. You can't even sell it for like an active like mobile device.
Yeah, it's all locked and stuff. That's why I think it's so dumb when like you see like those robbery thefts. They be going to Apple stores and trying to rob like the display cases. They're like specific.
Bro, they be yanking that shit. I'm like, damn, if it was that easy, I should have been done that. No, I'm just kidding.
And they're not gonna work. They're basically like set in the way that it's just like that. And then they get turned on, so everyone is just like, there's like a switch they turn on, so they just like the phone is whole locked, and so they just be throwing them away.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of dumb. I wonder. No, I don't want to wonder so that I can do it, but I'm curious how people ship their phones to China. You know how like people steal phones and then you'll check the location, it's in China.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder what's the middleman for that.
Damn, that's a good question. Because it'll be obviously you can't take it on a regular plane or anything, because it'll be a red flag, because they'll see like what's with all these phones.
Yeah.
So I imagine they do it like by ships.
Like one at a time, two at a time? Or, oh no, I mean actual...
like cargo ships.
Cargo ships?
They be having like a bunch of those tanks on there. Like they have like a bunch, they have like stolen everything, stolen cars, sometimes even, how to say, people.
I was about to say that, kidnappings.
They had them in there, and they just, they try to make it all the way to where their destination is. And then they do it all sneaky like too, because like they'll put like whatever they're trying to sneak in all the way in the back, and they just shove it in with like trash or just like random bullshit to the brim, so people can't even get to it.
Yeah, sometimes I'd be thinking that like which one of these trailers has hella coke and just bricks and bricks and bricks.
Yeah, you see that's crazy when people like be hiding that shit in the fruit and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I was like, wow, what the hell? How you got like people just be like coming up with the random ass shit.
Yeah, that's so confusing. How did they get the fruit around the whole product?
I don't know, bro. That's what amazes me. And sometimes they put it in like glass too. I'm like, okay, how the hell do y'all do that?
It's so tricky, you know. You see so many documentaries, and then you kind of find out like all these things were hidden in plain sight. Kind of like Quiet on Set.
Yeah,
everything's hidden in plain sight. Like there's that conspiracy that Dan Schneider put all those weird things on actual film in order to pass the check of pretty much they have to admit to their faults, but like without being super obvious, if that makes sense. I mean, it's a conspiracy theory to begin with, but there's a conspiracy that, you know, when it comes to these types of people who are involved with the sex trafficking and like, you know, selling your soul or whatever, you kind of have to expose yourself secretly, if that makes so if let me see what's a good example. So kind of how he makes people, or for example Ariana Grande, how he's
Yeah.
doing like he makes her do the whole like it's essentially trying to give off that they're coming or whatever in their
Yeah,
mouth.
there was a lot of that innuendos, and like he was,
It's like hidden messages, bro.
yeah, like the foot fetish thing. Like I think that's why like Nickelodeon had like a whole foot thing for like
That
a long time.
so the foot fetish thing, like
I'm like,
he's-
ain't no one trying to see Ariana Grande's crusty ass feet.
yeah, so the explanation is that you have to expose yourself in order to get away with it, but you have to give it off as if you're joking around, kind of. That's
And-
the easiest way I can explain it.
And I mean, it happens a lot in the industry. Like that's why, like there are things you can do in cartoons you can't do in real life because in cartoon, like, oh, it's just a cartoon. It's just a crazy cartoon, but it's nothing crazy. But if you do it in real life, I'm like, even though it's like a joke or acting, I'm like, nah, man, that's not cool.
Yeah, and there's like mad cartoons back then though that were kind of giving off like sexual.
Fuck
Sexual
yeah,
energy.
Ren and Snippy, specifically off the top of my head. Mr. Cow and Chicken,
I feel like Dexter's Laboratory,
yeah.
or Powerpuff Girls. That one, the assistant to the president, or what was he? A president, or what was he?
Shit, what was her name? Secretary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And then the little devil dude too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, I just realized Justice from Mojo Jojo. That fool was there first, and then he got pushed to the side for the girls, and he gets his ass beat by them all the time. Like, damn, y'all so fucked up. Shit.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I know so many kid like hidden messages. SpongeBob a lot of the time too.
They do that on purpose, bro. I swear,
SpongeBob.
just to see if they could get away with that shit.
And that's the thing, they are getting away with it, and that's why it's just like that's kind of what I was trying to explain is those people get away with it because they do it
And like,
in
oh, we're
in
just joking.
face. Yeah, they do it in your face, but they try to hide it as if it's a joke.
But it's a lot more in like weirder, like when it's in like actual like live action, like how it was with Nickelodeon, Dan Schneider doing all this weird stuff. Like, man, like, it's like weird. It's like funny because at the time you're just like thinking like, oh, someone's putting their feet in mayonnaise, and then you're like, that's weird, bro.
And I remember watching that shit and thinking it was like weird as fuck, but
Yeah.
it wasn't laugh out loud funny. It was just like weird funny. It was
Yeah.
just like, okay, this is random, but okay, I guess.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like shock value. And that's what he was trying to defend himself on. He was like, all those things that are looked at as weird, they were meant for kids, and kids think that's funny. Kids thought all that stuff was funny.
Who thinks feet is funny?
I don't know, bro. That it's just a shock value, you know?
That's right. Yeah, that's true, actually.
So I don't know.
The damn sea lobsters were funny, though. I actually liked them a lot.
I don't think anything is excusable once you've seen all those clips of him like literally like hugging the young girls from behind, holding them.
Yeah, bro.
And you
you're a
could
little
tell
weird.
like they're just kind of just smiling, but like not really knowing what else to do about it.
When he was in the jacuzzi with Amanda, and mind you, he was fully clothed, but she was in the swimsuit too, and I was like, man, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff that we kind of didn't really think too deep about, but now it's kind of a good thing. It comes to light, and now we get to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Mhm.
Hopefully, and it's sad though that because even though it's not kid related, it also happens with like girls in the music industry, like photographers, like they get taken advantage of.
Yep.
DJs, like they want to get in specific areas, and the only way they can get into that is if they give that person some sexual pleasure, and it comes out in the future, unfortunately. And that's kind of why we got to speak up about it now and like keep these people from their power
Yeah.
and get them out of here, because there's
Get outta here.
there's too much of that in the music industry. A lot of the higher ups, a lot of managers, talent buyers, what's it called? Anything,
Yeah.
and any position, they're just willing to gatekeep by using their power.
Yeah. Like do as I say and not as I do. Wait, that's not right. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, man. So, but anyway, onto some lighter stuff.
Yeah.
There's this thing going around on Instagram. Are you a fan of Hot Chips, actually?
Yeah, I actually am.
So, are you familiar with all the Flamin' Hot brand? Like all the...
I can try to be. I've eaten for sure most of them probably, but I just can't.
All right,
Name
so
them all.
here's the question then. Which 2 Flamin' Hot Chips will you take with you forever, and the rest you have to drop?
Ooh, okay. black bag hot Cheetos, the extra hot.
The extra hot.
Does the puff corn count? The $2 bag? I'll
as
take
long
that
as
one.
it's the flame. Yeah, it's the
I'll
flaming
take that
hot.
one. I'll take that one.
All right, so for me, it's flaming hot Funyuns.
I was considering that one too.
Yeah, and I want to go munchies, but I don't think I'm gonna go that route.
See, I really fuck with the munchies, but just get the pretzels out of there, bro. I like pretzels.
Bro, I love pretzels.
I love pretzels, but I'm just like it throws off the texture because it's like yeah, it's all crunchy, but like you know how like it's like a smooth base, right?
Yeah.
Compared to everything else, it just always throws me off.
Bro, that's my favorite part. See, same thing with the Chex Mix. I like that little bread.
I like the Chex Mix one, or the little circle sourdough thing, or not, or you know what I'm talking about, the little hard crunchy ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's my favorite part about it. I think I love those parts. Have you tried the pretzels with peanut butter inside?
Yeah, those are good, but man, you need
fire.
fucking water.
Yeah, you need water and milk with that shit.
Yeah.
It's too much. Actually, you start choking up.
You ever fuck with ants on a log?
What?
You ever fuck with ants on a log?
I don't think I know what that is.
It's like celery, but they put peanut butter and raisins on top.
I never had that.
But it's called like ants on a log because it looks like ants on a log.
I do like celery with peanut butter.
You like raisins? Oh, you like raisins?
I
You like
love
raisins?
raisins. Yeah, I love
you
raisins.
love this dish.
Bro, in elementary school, I was always copying the raisins. Like none of my friends like raisins, so I would tell them.
I like them. I prefer not to eat them. If that makes sense. Like I just like, but they tasted good in my mouth. I had no issues like eating them, but I just like I don't want to eat raisins.
Yeah, well, hot take, fucking Raisin Bran, bro, fire.
This food dies by Raisin Bran, man.
Same thing in elementary school, how they would give the cereal and breakfast. You have the options. Raisin Bran was always sitting there nice and pretty for me to come in and sweep it away, drink that trash ass milk with it, but drink that trash ass milk. But you know the Raisin Bran,
I love
it was
it,
my
bro.
shit back then.
Hey, shout out to them. They stepped up their game with the Raisin Bran Crunch.
Yeah,
That little like, oatmeal crunch. I'm like, y'all step up, man.
So what was your favorite cereal growing up?
Call me poor, but I like Kexx. But I put like a shit ton of sugar in it, and that was my.
I'm not gonna call you poor, bro. But ain't no way that's your favorite cereal.
That was, bro. I was a WIC kid, bro. So my mom was just. That's all she ever brought.
I was a half WIC kid too, but
but then I was able to start choosing like my cereals because we got off the way. It's just like, okay, you can start choosing them. And I think my first one that I was like, ooh, this is a long relationship I could have is the Cookie Crisps. But I can't eat them nowadays.
Just hurt the top of your mouth, huh?
Fuck yeah, that should be fucking my shit up.
Nah, I liked it, but I was never really Cookie Crisp.
But you know what's funny? Like, all right, so Cookie Crisp in a bowl is basically you're just throwing cookies in there and basically eating that shit.
No.
But it's similar, but like, you know how, have you ever seen like those little like Mexican cookies that are shaped like in the animals?
Oh, yeah.
And I've tried to do that before and like pretend that's cereal because we didn't have any more cereal. And I'm like, damn, this is kind of almost the same. Except obviously those cookies get soggier way quicker.
Yeah, no, Cookie Crisp, I don't know. It's not familiar with the cookie taste because it's like hard and small. Those aren't even like chocolate chips. You know what I mean?
I still love those things. And then I like how they all get on the bottom of the bowl after.
Yeah, I love the Honey Bunches of Almonds. That's my favorite right there.
Yeah, oh fuck yeah, I love those.
And then cinnamon Life, of course.
Did you remember the Nesquik cereal? It was basically Cocoa Puffs, but the puffs were so like a lot tinier, and that was my shit. I think that was like one of the first few cereals I was trying after we got off the WIC because one of my homies had him in his apartment, and I was like, "Can I have some?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, "Oh, I can have another one. I can have another bowl."
So yeah, I'm big on Frosted Flakes, Honey Bunches of Almonds, and then cinnamon Life, and I really really love Reese's Puff cereal. But I never buy it for some reason.
Dude, my mom bought some. And I'm like, damn, what you know about Reese's Puffs? But thank you.
Nah, that shit's expensive, bro.
It is. That's
like the big box, like $8.
It was like a small one too. I'm like,
small one's like $5.
Yeah, so I was like, I was random as hell because she just bought it. I'm like, she's like, how she know I like that cereal? Because
like she's born on another planet.
Well, because like these days, like whenever I go grocery shopping with her, like sometimes I'm in the mood for some cereal. Like I have my hitters like I always hit, but sometimes I'd be going through the aisles and I just see like some random ass like weird like limited edition like either like Lucky Charms or Tricks and just like in the weird different configuration. I'm like, well, let me get that, and then it ends up being always mid, but like I always trying it. Like they had like this weird Tricks one where it's like they're bigger, and like they're like harder and crunchier. And like, man, this shit's whack.
Yeah, I've seen those.
That's not
never-
good.
I haven't
I
tried
don't.
it,
I
though.
don't. I don't recommend that cereal.
Ooh, but the one that's fire is frosted Cheerios.
Yes.
Those are fucking fire, man.
Yeah, cereal. A lot of the flavored Cheerios, man, they hit like. No, that's cap. One of them, I remember I bought, and I'm like, I ate the bowl. I'm like, nah, this didn't taste that great, and I didn't even touch them. They went all stale. I'm like, that's how bad they were.
I've just never been a fan of the plain ones. I don't care if you want me to add sugar to it.
Yeah, or
It's
lower your
just-
cholesterol. I'm like, nah,
Yeah, no, miss me with that.
yeah, give me that high shit.
It's crazy though. Like nowadays, buying my own stuff, I'm like so much more willing to buy the like off-brand shit,
Yeah,
like cereal. I don't give a fuck. Give me that.
give me the bag.
Give me the Kroger. Give me, even though it's not no name brand, but give me the off branding. I don't care. I've never seen that fucking mascot, but give me that food.
Yeah, I mean the malto meals and stuff. Like, I mean, it all tastes similar.
Yeah.
I do feel like they kind of go staler quicker, or am I tripping?
I don't think so. But one thing's for sure is if you're going the fruity route, it's gonna taste way more artificial.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I will say Fruit Loops has that fruit flavor down like to a T. Like even when you just open the bag, you smell it. Like,
Yeah. Ooh,
damn, it
that's
smells
beautiful.
Good. Yeah. If they could do that in like kind of like a cologne kind of thing, but like a subtle, I mean, I would rock that.
What the fuck, these? What are we, second grade?
Hey,
Like you get that Mickey Mouse cologne where it smells like lemon or citrus?
or like the SpongeBob one.
Nah, man.
I think. Oh, what was your first big boy cologne? Do you remember you buying? Like your
Big boy?
or like, because you know there was the kid colognes, but there's like then after a while you're just like, oh, I'm gonna step up and get the actual ones for men.
So Axe is considered kids clone, right?
You know what? No. So I'll put it aside just because I also got like, it was like kids, and then you were like in this weird Axe tag phase, and then you started going into like actual like colognes and like perfumes. So I would say on that side, like after the Axe phase, because everyone went through the Axe phase. And if you didn't, you're fucking capping.
I deadass don't remember because so the thing with me is I don't really use cologne like crazy anymore.
Yeah, not me either.
I feel like once I hit like 21, no, I don't remember what age, but in recent years, I could say I stopped putting cologne on every day just because I don't know. I don't know if it's just I don't care or if it's just like if it's not on my face, I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah.
Because the thing with me is I gotta see the stuff in order for me to remember to use it. So like people always press me about like the face treatment. Like I gotta have it right there in front of me for
Same.
me. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But anyway, back to the cologne thing. I mean the one I have right now is Versace. I don't know what kind it is, but it's blue.
No, that was my first one.
The Versace one.
Yeah.
I know I've had Nautica, but that's kind of like cheap or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good one. Everyone has Nautica.
Yeah, that's like my emergency shit right there. Is I just have it in the car in case. I know I had one before this Versace though, and I just don't remember the brand. It's the small little one. I remember Kitty made me get it, or fuck, she told me to get it, but it's small and like it kind of has like the little slant where it leans on the.
Yeah.
But what about you?
The Versace, but it was like it was blue, but it was. I remember it came in like in a little cylindrical tin, and like had like the little Versace logo on top, and like that was like my first one because I'm like, that one looks cool, and it smelled somewhat nice because my mom used to sell like perfume back in the day, so we would always go like the perfume warehouses.
Dude, when I went to the swap meet, have you ever seen those people selling perfume? But it's like little, like there's no name brand, there's no sticker. It just shows you the scent, and it's like in a little tiny bottle.
Yeah.
So I got some from this one dude over there, and it all smelled good. But then when I started using it consistently, like I noticed it would leave my like a wet spot on my clothes.
Yeah, dude. And then just like it wouldn't go away. It just looked like a mancha. I'm like, damn, how did it come off?
And then the smell, it wouldn't really smell like the original smell anymore. Like it was a bad after smell.
Yeah, it was probably homemade stuff.
So yeah, that's what I'm assuming. But he had, even though he didn't have like an official bottle or sticker of the logo, he would have like Versace or Louis, like he would have those brands. But I'm like trying to think, were they even real then?
Hey, let me ask you this: like when you're walking through the Swami, you know how some people just be selling like random stuff, just like the most randomest shit ever. Like
yeah,
first
looks
of all,
like a yard sale.
Yeah, and I'm just like, how the fuck did you get a fucking like a little slot? Because you don't have to like rent those out. Like you have to pay for those. I'm like, why would you do that? Because like it's just like this is just trash. You might as well just throw this all the way.
Well, it's kind of just for people that want more attention because it's kind of like it's literally like a yard sale. It's just right there. It's a guarantee people are walking by.
Yeah, I mean, there's not. They just look by and like that's.
Yeah, a lot of the time though, those you never really get anything good.
Yeah.
It's like a rare find where you'll see something valuable. A lot of time it's like some 2-year-old old ass toys that are all scratched up.
They're missing
arms
and shit.
And then you'll see like faded ass DVDs.
Yeah, or you'll see like DVDs, but like they're all bootleg, but you have like all on the wall and shit.
Yeah, you'll see a bunch of like 70-year-old grandma's clothes mixed with some toddlers' clothes. I don't know. I can't buy used clothes like that. I know people do the whole thrifting. For me, I can't get anything from a thrift shop unless it's a jacket.
Yeah, no, same.
Shirts, I can't do.
Because it feels just like old.
Yeah.
It's not even by like, a smell or the look or the fadedness. It just like feels worn out.
Yeah, and then pants, I mean, I feel like I never really find good pants over there in general
Nah.
to begin with. So, but yeah, I think I can only do jackets.
Same.
Jackets. And not hats, that's for sure. I don't know. I can never share a hat with people.
Like shoes, or people like
Oh,
like
yeah.
you be having like old shoes in there. I'm like, come on, bro.
I think maybe I can do like a brother's shoes,
You know, like
but I can't do like
some stranger shoes,
Yeah,
like
no,
from Mexico.
some
Like,
strange-
ain't no one want your bata filled shoes.
Fuck, bro. I feel like my throat is dry. You know, I've seen actually on Amazon, people for singers, they get like it's like a tool where you kind of like blow into it or something,
Yeah.
and it keeps your throat moisturized.
Like,
Moisturize?
a little humidifier kind of thing.
Like it's like a humidifier for singers. It's like a little tool, I guess.
The air is a little drier because it is changing season. It is getting a little warmer now. Because I think the other day I was asleep and I woke up because I was choking because I had my mouth open. I was just like, it was just so dry. I was like,
That's the amount of times that shit happens to me, bro. I think that's even what woke me up one time at work.
yeah.
I don't think you were there that day, but I was laying on the fucking the chair.
Hey, those chairs are comfy as shit.
What are they called, bro? I'm blanking out so much today.
Like little recliners and shit.
The recliners. There we go. See, someone teach me some English, man. But anyway, I was sitting on the recliner and I fell asleep. And I think I woke up to me choking. I was like, I felt the dryness because as soon as I woke up, I like had to clear my throat. I was like,
Yeah.
and in the mornings when we wake up, I always got that little itchy, annoying cough because you wake up with your mouth wide ass open.
Yeah. And then don't get me started when you have the fan on. I was like, fuck.
Oh
that shit
yeah, that's the worst.
Fucks me up.
That's the worst, especially in summer. It's
Yeah.
like you got no choice if you don't got some kicking AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough
You
times.
guys got AC at your pad?
Yeah, we got it fixed. Remember that one time where we didn't?
Yeah.
And
And you're
I was fucking dying, bro. I was like, I can't do this.
yeah, man. I know those homes. There's just saunas, bro. Sauna, especially at my mom's house. It's a fucking sauna in there, man.
Yeah, man. And what's worse is like some people like they just don't have working ACs or something. But it's worse when people have them and they're just being cheap. And I'm like, come on, bro, we're dying out here. That's what it's what it's made for. You just tough up. Yeah, the light bill's gonna be a little bit more pricier, but you just gotta tough it up for a couple months.
Yeah, even in the winter though, I'm the one that be cranking the AC in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just need AC, man. All right, I used to love driving with the windows down. That was my thing back then. I feel like it's a younger thing because you're bumping your music. You're just cruising. I remember it was exciting to want to drive when you're younger. Now I fucking hate driving.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I kind of like it. I like the trips. I like road trip driving.
That's different. That's an experience. Like if you're just like being like an errand boy around everywhere, just having to go just stop here to stop here to stop here. Like I'm tired of driving.
What's your little kit for when you go on a road trip? So set the mood. You wake up at 5 a.m, pack up, and then you hit Arco or you hit 7-Eleven first thing. What are you getting? What are like the 3 things you're getting?
2 drinks, 1 water, Mando, and then it could either be if I'm tired, an energy drink. Okay, no. If I'm tired, it's 3 drinks. So it's gonna be an energy drink or coffee, with whatever I'm feeling a day. A water, either some kind of Gatorade or energy drink or some kind of sports drink, and then for snacks, it's either I try to stay away from stuff that'll want to make me thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes candy. I don't really get too much candy. It's more just like chips. For sure, like those meat sticks, not like the crazy ones you see, like just more like a Slim Jim or something like that. and then maybe like a pastry or something like that.
Yes,
Oh, and an egg sandwich if they have it. That's Mando.
for sure. Well, typically for me, it's always mandatory the energy drink.
Yeah.
And then I like to package it with chips and candy, because I like having little handhelds. You can't get a burger because then you'll just get messy.
Yeah.
Or a hot dog, even you get messy. Surprisingly, well, it depends if you put any like condiments on. If you don't, you're green. But yeah, I love to get me my energy drink. Typically a Ghost, typically a Red Bull, and then for chips, I like to get my Munchies, or maybe some hot Cheetos. And then for the candy, I don't know what it is, but I love getting Lifesavers, like the gummies.
Oh, they're so good.
I love getting those for road trips. Sometimes I get some sour candy. But yeah. And then when it comes to 7-Eleven, though, specifically, man, these are slept on. The taquitos over there, the fucking, you got the Monterey Jack taquito.
Or the chicken rollers and stuff.
I'm not a fan of the chicken rollers because one time I ate it and that shit fucked me up, bro.
Yeah, it's a risk, man, when you're eating gas station food.
I'm just not good with like fried foods like that. I know like other stuff are fried, but when it comes to like chicken, fried chicken, or anything fried related with chicken, like, nah, man, it fucks me up. But I will say those taquitos at 7-Eleven are slept on. And I don't know if all of them have it yet, but I seen the pizza ones are coming back. So I'm stoked on that for sure. Mandatory. You always got to get the 2 or 3.
Mando.
I'm not a big fan of donuts though.
No, not me either. I mean, I can only eat anything more than that, and I get like mad heartburn. I think it's just the way it's made. Like,
Yeah.
Even then, like my favorite donut, and call me plain Jane, whatever, is just a regular sugar donut, just donut with sugar on top. That's it.
All right.
That's the only one I can tolerate without actually like having heartburn or anything.
So what about, okay, so how we get like an artist writer for our shows?
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, a writer or artist writer, you'll be getting typically drinks or food. And that's for when you go perform at places. They provide it for you backstage or in your own little section. So we have our own. And typically it's like a bottle of tequila with some mixers, energy drinks, Red Bulls. And, for those that provide food, chips, fruit. I love getting fruit platters.
Yeah.
So if you're solo, though, what would you have on yours? And let's say you're at, I guess you could say a Skrillex tier. Because obviously, that goes by tiers of what they give you. If you're a Skrillex tier, you get a three-page book of an artist writer.
And they'll try to accommodate to the best of it. And it's crazy because sometimes they don't even need none of that shit.
Yeah, oh, hell no. All that shit goes to waste. I've seen it firsthand with some artists.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're like at the B tier, who would be at the B tier right now nowadays?
B tier.
It's like Boombox, maybe.
Yeah, Boombox is B tier for sure.
Probably get like a page, like a good size writer.
Yeah.
But what are you getting on yours if you're in that tier? I
I
don't want to go too out of hand.
Everything you had just mentioned, that's for sure. Some kind of beer or something like that. We also get beers now these days too on our writers.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Before we didn't, but now we do. Some kind of beer. I guess just things to snack on, really. I think it's crazy when people ask for like extra socks or like just random ass t-shirts.
Those are the touring ones.
Yeah. I do agree with the towels. You do get very sweaty. So I do that, and then and don't call me crazy. I'd be brushing my teeth, but I just have like, I don't know if it's because like all the alcohol I be having in my mouth, but like my mouth just be tasting nasty after. So I'm like, if I could get an extra toothbrush or something like that,
Or mouthwash.
or that's the thing, mouthwash. If I get mouthwash, just so I can like rinse my mouth after. And that's about it, man. I'm simple, man. Like I don't need much.
Yeah, I think I'm a piggyback on that. The mouthwash. I never thought about that, but it makes sense because it, when you're talking so much or just like I don't know what's in the air.
Yeah, your mouth gets mad dry and stuff.
Yeah, dry and like a little different taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
But for sure, I think something reasonable. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with my 12 pack of my Modelo, the Michelada pack, the variety pack.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Casamigos. Fuck it.
Casamigos,
man.
Fuck, who? That's a celebrity tequila, right? Or am I tripping? What it is? It was. Is it George Clooney? It was George Clooney's, and then he sold it.
Wait, actually, we got Casamigos at. Wait, did we?
Yeah, because they're just like, they're like, what do you want? And
Oh, it's for Avalon, right? Or no?
No, it's for the
Exchange?
Arizona show.
Oh, Arizona. Oh, yeah.
No. Avalon. Exchange. We got 2 bottles. Remember?
Don Julio's. Yeah, they're Don Julio's.
Oh, they're Don Julio's.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Sorry. All right, no, never mind.
And shout out to that. Shout out to fuck, where's her name again? I'm so sorry, I forget it. But she was the hospitality
lady. Yeah.
It's a whole position thing. She was freaking awesome. She was great the whole night.
So never mind. I wasn't even trying to say Casamigos. I was trying to say Clase Azul.
Ooh,
we get Clase Azul.
Clase
the Modelo Michelada variety pack.
I think that's when we'll know when we made a good stride is when we get shows and they accommodate that actually, and we actually see a Michelada pack. I'm like, all right.
Facts. I'll probably ask for a Little Caesars pizza. I'll probably ask for my Lifesavers, and then see, I'm more picky, or I need a little bit more. Cause look, I'm gonna use everything. I'm gonna literally eat everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink most of the stuff. I'm gonna share with our guests. In the worst case scenario, I'm gonna go fucking give some to the fans or people in the crowd.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to add is nothing too crazy because I don't like the picky stuff either. Like, oh, green Skittles only, you know. But I for sure asked for the fruit platter still.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it. I think we're good off that.
Yeah, we're simple people.
Yeah, but we already asked for the hand towels for our face. Well, face towels, you just say.
Has that ever been accommodated? I can't remember.
We did once. I think it was one of the Arizona shows or both of them.
Yeah.
I know Arizona always gives us our stuff for the most part.
Shout out Relentless, man. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah. Face towels is mandatory.
Yeah.
Imagine though changing underwear.
That's crazy.
It makes sense for the people touring though to get all that extra stuff, the daily stuff.
Yeah.
Like Skrillex, he has like the plain black T-shirt.
Yeah, they'd be sweating through that shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's reasonable. That's reasonable for our artist rider. Now performance rider, we usually ask for the CJ 2000s and up, so it could be 3000s. The mixers, the 900 and up, or is it
just 900? Because the 1000 one is just weird. It's like no one uses 900s. Oh, some of them do, but it's just like they added like a lot of weird extra features. Like the 900 is was it DJM?
DJM.
Yeah, the 900 DJM, perfect. The Nexus 2 is perfect. There's no need to go back to after that. It's like with the iPhone thing. They just wanted to add more shit to add shit.
Yeah. It's overkill.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's overkill. That's what it is.
Yeah. So if you guys were wondering what our shit is, that's what it is. And when we do get guests
and mics.
Wait, microphones. Yeah, of course, microphones. Yeah,
because that's not always a given.
Yeah, true.
I think we've been blessed to where we've been given mics even though we technically weren't even supposed to have to.
Yeah. But it's a good thing, you know. Adds to the show.
Yeah.
I think we always talk in the mic now.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot better for sure on it. Before I wouldn't say anything, and now the last couple of times I said a little bit about it here and there. I mostly let Mike do the talking because if I do, I'll just be fumbling my fucking mouth. I'm just like, here you go, Mike. Never mind.
Fuck, crazy. All right. Well, I don't know if there's anything else you want to get into. Let's see. I don't really have anything else.
No, not really, man. I can't think of anything at the moment.
Wish we could wish y'all good luck and have fun at Beyond, but by now you would already have experienced it. So I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, I hope you guys were hydrated. I hope you guys weren't too fucked up on whatever you were
Hope
drinking.
you didn't lose your phones.
Oh, please, man. Please don't lose
That's
your
what we
phone.
got this back.
Actually, you know what? Out of how many times we've told people take care of your phones, if I hear y'all lost your phone, I'm gonna laugh at your face. Because like one that's happened to me, and I learned my lesson, and we're trying to help y'all. And if that hasn't happened, then shame on y'all.
Facts. And if you guys were wondering, I just remembered I have these stars on my face. You know, people have those little pimple stickers or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm over here breaking out and shit. I'm over here stressing. I think that's the reason why I've been breaking out lately.
You know what's crazy is like when people have them like they have really bad acne, so like they try to cover it with a lot of stuff, and like all right, It's only meant for one or two. Like you got a whole constellation on your face.
Yeah, man. I never really broke out in high school.
No, I mean, I even to this day, sometimes I'm still pretty good about break. I have not the best skin, but I don't really break out like that. I think if I do actually within the past year, I've broken down a lot in my forehead, and I think it's just because like I get really oily on my face, and so sometimes I just like keep rubbing it, and like I'm not really maintaining and hydrating my skin as I probably should have.
Yeah, we need to start moisturizing our skin.
Yeah.
But all right then, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.